$10 billion will be liquidated if Bitcoin drops by 20%. However, how likely is this going to happen and what it says about the long-term price action on Bitcoin? We will be taking a look at some technical, fundamental and sentiment analysis, and also I will share with you one hidden altcoin that can do in the near future 43% profit and in the long term even 500%, so make sure you are watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from my crypto paradise, and as you know from the previous video, it was absolutely crucial that we overcome this resistance, and as you can see Bitcoin is right now above it. We are on a weekly time frame, and if this weekly candle, which is the biggest one since 2022, can close above this Fibonacci retracement zone, it will mean this area at around $58,000 will work as a powerful support, and it will be very hard for Bitcoin to dump below it. However, as you understand from the current market sentiment, the $10 billion right here is an extreme amount of long positions, in contrary to the long positions where if we pump for 20%, the liquidation will be only 1 billion. So this is such a juicy liquidation amount for exchanges and whales. Exchanges, just imagine how much money they can make if they will liquidate this. And based on the past market situations and price actions, this is not a rare event of happenings, right? Because what Bitcoin likes to do when revisiting a previous all-time high, for example, this was $20,000 all-time high, and when we have been revisiting this all-time high, take a look at the volatility at these times. The 10% wickouts was something what just kept on happening, right? 10 to 20% wickouts before we broke the previous all-time high at 20,000 and started to pump to the upside. And it looks pretty similar to the current market situation. As you can see, we also had a 5 move to the upside. Firstly, we have ended this bear market price action by a V reversal, and we started to form a first impulsive wave, A, B, then C, which was really strong and parabolic. We had a D wave, which resulted in something about 30% drop to the downside, and then we continued in the final E wave, right? So this was pretty much the same thing what is happening right now. However, as the market is more mature, the moves are becoming stronger and longer, right? So take a look at our A wave, B wave, way bigger, right? Now we are in a C wave because we still didn't get any major pullback, and the risk of these similar wickouts right here is pretty high. At the same time, we are also at previous all-time high, very close right now to getting back to $69,000, and as you know, at the times of reaching back to previous all-time highs, the volatility is again increasing. So we are in a C wave where there is a risk of a D wave, pretty volatile movement in D waves during the corrective moves, and also a previous all-time high, which is also increasing the risk of volatility. However, right now the sentiment of the average people is again extremely bearish, and as you can see, as the prices of Bitcoin are going to the upside, the sentiment is decreasing. So once again, this is a disbelief really, and based on the information we have shared in our free Telegram channels, where I have been with my team sharing the Google trends for Bitcoin, and also we have been analyzing the data of how many crypto applications on App Store are being downloaded, we are still at all-time lows. So even though we can see there is loads of long positions open, it's being opened by the people that are long-term active traders. So we don't still see the flow of average Jack and Joe, and as you can see, still the majority of people is back at disbelief. So they are not buying yet, and what that means, it means that the price needs to go higher, so the sentiment is again back at our greed levels, which will mean the average Jack and Joe is starting buy again, and then the whales can start selling on that liquidity their bitcoins and taking some profit. So what is the conclusion from this? The conclusion is that the spot trading is right now a winner. There is a big risk of being liquidated from a high volatility wickouts, so make sure that your your risk management is proper. We are in ParadiseTeam VIP trading with leverage, as you can see, and we are making loads of profits these days because the market is just absolutely amazing. However, we are using proper trading strategy. We have a strict money management, so we know what we are doing. However, the average trader's risk tolerance is extremely high, so I can imagine that once we get some kind of wick out and minus 20% is around our strong medium time frame support right here. So if we push back, and I don't think like we will dump and stay down here for a long time, but what can happen is just some kind of flush of leverage position. So there is even a probability of just a wick out and then quick pump back above our major medium time frame resistance, which will very soon, once we start closing another daily candle above it, switch into a buy zone. And if you are in our free Telegram channel, you already know that we are waiting for this zigzag movement, this consolidation above our major medium time frame resistance zone. We need to see the consolidation right here to see, okay, this is not a fake out. We are switching this into a powerful demand zone and we are about to pump higher. So the next target, if this happens, and you can see based on the past performance, we already have a confirmation that this is what we need to do in order to really escape some bigger correction. We need to reclaim the resistance, bang, and then make some kind of consolidation, reaccumulation, and then we can continue to the upside, right? It happened here and it happened here as well. So once this resistance is successfully reclaimed into a support, we expect that Bitcoin will continue pumping towards $69,900, and then we even expect that the next price discovery target after we break the previous all-time high will be at $93,000. We are absolutely ready to trade this in ParadiseTeam VIP with a proper trading strategy, and I hope you will be participating in a safe trading as well, because only safe trading can really take you far in crypto. Right now, let's take a look at the altcoin market. As you know, this is others D index, which is basically showing the dominance of altcoins. I have been sharing with you this symmetrical triangle in a previous video, and you already know that we are expect a breakout and continuation towards our Fibonacci retracement zone right here, and this is gonna be very bullish for some powerful altcoins. We are also at a support, and the Bitcoin dominance is at resistance. And as you know, if the Bitcoin dominance is dumping, most of the altcoins are pumping. Most of the strong altcoins are pumping, not all of them. And one of these altcoins we are monitoring very closely is TON. Let me quickly share with you what TON is. TON is a token of Telegram. If you are using Telegram, you can buy stuff on Telegram with this token. It's the fastest blockchain available, and this is the most important information, and it's also one of the cheapest. And let's take a look at the market cap. Only $9 billion so far. And what has more? BNB. And if you take a look at Binance Coin and the blockchain behind it, and you really take a look at the infrastructure of Binance Coin and compare it with TON, you can really see that as the crypto investors are getting smarter and they are educating themselves, the TON coin will surge in a market cap, and I believe that in next 2 years it will take over Binance Coin, and TON coin will be on a 4th position in crypto market cap. Let's take a look at the technical analysis right now. We are on a daily time frame. This is the price action of TON coin right now. The MACD histogram right here, what it shows to us. Let's take a look at how it reacted during some correction. So this is the power of bulls, right? Then we had some pullback to the upside. We can already see this is very nice power from bulls. And then we had another correction which ended up as equal lows. However, let's take a look at the histogram of MACD indicator, and we can see how weak the bears were right here. And the resolution absolute surge in a price action with a nice volume, so this is absolutely bullish. This is called exaggerated divergence, as you can see, when the price is making equal low but the indicator is making high low. This is bullish, very bullish. Let's take a look at something else what really adds to the probabilities of bullish price action continuation. Right now we are on a daily time frame of Altcoin and you can see this beautiful cup and handle pattern, which is right now trying to break out with an absolutely amazing surge in volume. This is some powerful buy market orders right here. Some big guys are getting in, and once we really confirm that this cup and handle breakout is successful, the next short-term target is going to be right here at around $4 and will result in 43% profit. How I calculated this? I basically measured the depth of this cup and I then put this counting tool right above the resistance, and this is a clear target, short-term target once we reclaim this resistance. As you can see, this is a textbook example of how very nice cup and handle pattern looks like. You can read more about it in our blog on our website mycryptoparadise.com. We are very nicely in a bull trend. As you can see, we are holding this trend line very nicely, and every time we go close to it, take a look at these wicks. This is some powerful buying action, right? So very bullish on this coin. And let's take a look also on a 1 hour time frame, and our powerful MyCryptoParadise magical indicator flashed buy signal as well. As you know, our magical indicator is absolutely awesome tool. It basically called the bottom on Bitcoin at $3,000 and called the top at around $68,000. So this is just a final confirmation that we believe Altcoin is going to continue in this bullish movement, and because we believe that it will flip in the near future, Binance coin in a market cap, we are positioning ourselves for a long term, and personally I will not be selling sooner than at $16 once Altcoin makes 500% profit. You can screenshot this chart because I am 99% sure that Altcoin can do such a big movements, because this is the best altcoin in crypto right now. If you have enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and I will be updating you about Bitcoin and Altcoin in the future videos, so make sure you are watching. Cheers.